Take a little trip with me and hopefully you can see how the hood, suburbs, and Main Street are all connected. Enough respect, kid. I mean, we network across the globe cause it's a global market in case you didn't know. And since we all about information flow, let me be the first one to welcome you to Tech Zone with Paul Amadeus Lane. Let's talk tech cause technology changing the game. It's all good in the hood, it's everywhere. Now let's get to the show cause we live on air, yeah.
Welcome to the Tech Zone. I am Paul Amadeus Lane, fresh back from E3. And if you were following me on social media, you saw some of the crazy things that I posted. Me at the Xbox Microsoft media briefing. Yes, that's a mouthful. Had blast at the Sony media briefing, also the PC gaming media briefing, and Ubisoft. Depends on what side of the pond that you raced on, but we'll recap all of that. But E3 was incredible. You know, I just got back and we saw some incredible gaming innovation, and I kind of talked about it earlier in the shows preceding up to E3, how virtual reality is something that is exploding now. And about every gaming developer there, every manufacturer had a component of AVR, which is augmented virtual reality, or VR, which is virtual reality. So we're going to talk about all of that, have a great recap, and don't forget you can always connect with me at paulonwheels.com. That's paulonwheels.com. And again, thank you for all the support for the Tech Zone when I posted some of my crazy videos during E3. And if you missed any of those videos, this is what you can do. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. The best way to connect with me is go to my website, which is paulonwheels.com. That's paulonwheels.com. And there you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, you name it, Instagram. You can see some of those crazy posts that I, posted up there. But some of you out there may not be familiar with E3. So let me give you a little rundown about this trip of E3 and just basically some cool facts about it. Now, E3 is the Electronic Entertainment Gaming Convention. And that's why they call it E3. And it broke records. You know, it's over 70,000 people participated in this week's event. That's including over 50,000 video gaming professionals, analysts, journalists. Yours truly was there, yes. And enthusiasts attended this week's trade show, and 20,000 fans attended E3 Live. Now remember, E3, it's not a convention that anybody can go to. You have to be in the industry. You have to be a pretty good gamer out there to really be a part of it. But E3 was truly amazing. Now, it broke records on social media, too, across all channels with more than 7 million posts. On Twitter alone, Instagram had more than 500,000 likes on E3-related posts this month. In addition, more than 42 million gamers watch E3 content on Twitch, the official streaming partner of E3. And the Twitch viewership was the highest of any video game convention broadcast on the network. Also, announced during E3, it was a blue ribbon panel of industry professionals, experts selected from a college out there. Which college, you may ask? Well, the Savannah College of Arts and Design as the winner of the 2016 E3 College Game Competition with its winning video game Robot Beatdown. Maybe you have checked it out. But it was truly an amazing thing. I know a lot of my friends and everything, they were able to check it out via social media. via the YouTube. A lot of things out there. So, but it was amazing E3. I had a lot of fun. It's like Disneyland for us gamers out there when it comes to the tech world. But what I thought I would do is kind of recap some of the conventions out there, or the media briefings that I went to. I went to Xbox. I went to PlayStation. Ubisoft. Went to the PC Gamers media briefing. And went to this Upload VR event that was down in Los Angeles. And maybe many of you saw my post on social media with actor Charlie Crummets, Daniel Crummets from CSI Cyber. He's a big gamer guy too. Really cool guy. Had an opportunity to meet him, and I took a picture with him. Very, very nice. But E3 started on Sunday. That's when we got our credentials, and the lines were long. And you could tell it was going to be a wild one, because EA kicked off their coverage of E3 on Sunday. They normally do it on Monday, but they decided to do it on Sunday instead. So that's when they had announcements about Battlefront, about the Madden Challenge, and things like that. We'll talk about that later. But had an opportunity to be at the Microsoft briefing, and it was awesome. Microsoft always puts on a great show, but I have to be honest, it was awesome. But to me, Microsoft kind of underwhelmed this time. Last year, they really caught us by storm. They talked about Minecraft and some of the features with Windows Anywhere. Now, let me give you a little brief rundown about Play Anywhere for Xbox. So what this means is that whether if you have an Xbox console or a Windows 10 PC, you'll be able to play with your friends with this multi-platform gaming experience. And so this means that if you have Halo's Wars 2 on Xbox One and your friend has it on Xbox Windows 10 PC, you guys will be able to do some campaigns together. And they also talked about their new Xbox Core, and that's kind of the slimmed down version of the Xbox. And here's a picture of it right here for some of you viewing on our video platform right now. Xbox One S. If you notice something different, it's a slimmed down version. And I'll talk about the specs later on in the show about this. But you notice it's white. And remember when Xbox first came out, it was a white console. And then they came out with the Xbox Elite. And that Elite was black. But now they're going to the white again. To me, white consoles just don't look, that's a double negative. They just don't do it for me. You know?
To everyone affected by the recent tragedy in Orlando, our hearts are with you.
Yeah, and that's how Xbox opened their the media briefing, by having a moment of silence for those victims that tragedy in Orlando. So they really said the gaming community stands with the victims over there. So it was pretty cool. But looking at the Xbox Core S, I'm going to go over some of the specifics of it later on. But I wanted to share this video that I have of Forza, and I'll narrate it as we are checking it out. Here we go. Now the gameplay here looks pretty cool. And remember, on your multi-platform, you'll be able to play with those who are on Windows 10 or your Xbox. So it makes it pretty cool. And what are some of the features of this game? Well, as you can tell, the graphics are phenomenal. And some of the highlights of this game You explore Australia this time with over 350 of the world's fastest and most beautifulest cars. Yes, I made that up. And some of you have seen this on my social media, where I took some video with the Lamborghini that we're seeing right here in the game. Another good feature, start an online co-op driving adventure. So in addition to 12 online free roam and multiplayer racing, all new 4-player online co-op allows you and your friends to enjoy the variety. So it gives you a little more variety. What about when you complete competitions? You get rewards. A Horizon campaign. Together for the first time. Yes. And the graphics are awesome on this. And one feature of this Forza Horizon 3 is that you can select your own driver character, customize your car, create vanity license plates, even choose your own horn sound. Yes. Drive to the music you love, choosing from 8 diverse radio stations, or create your own station, use your own music collection. So if you want to rock out to some Pac, LL, Creed, whatever you like, you can do it. And one feature I like about this too is be the boss of your Horizon Festival. Now with the new Horizon Blueprint feature, you have the power. Look at that jump right there. For those of you who are watching on our video platform, it's amazing. You can always check it out.
Pilot screen. Call it when you're ready to drop.
Okay, there's the finish line. Cut me loose.
And what's cool, you just heard there, players that are playing together, and there was a helicopter that kind of, dropped them off at the finish line. So, Horizon 3, Forza Horizon 3. And if you follow me on my social media, you were able to watch me in front of that Lamborghini. That was awesome. So that's one of the games that they talked about. Like I said, Microsoft kind of underwhelmed this time. And then at the end, they threw something on us. And to me, this kind of saved the media briefing for him. Here it goes. Check it out for those of you listening and watching. If not, sit back and enjoy.
Two years ago, when we started on this journey, you told us you wanted certain things from us. You wanted power. You wanted community. You wanted choice. This product that we're announcing today is absolutely the culmination of all of your feedback and something that we think will truly move Xbox forward.
When we think about the future of Xbox, we think about removing barriers.
For me and for the fans and for the developers, Xbox has always meant innovation and the latest technology, and delivering the world's most powerful console is something we absolutely want to do.
This is the console that developers asked us to build. They wanted a console that had no boundaries, had no limitations.
And that technology component to us is what we really need to make our vision and our art come alive.
When I saw the specs of this thing, I'm like, wow, I got through to they're really going for it. They're not holding anything back.
So we gave the SoC 6 teraflops of computing capability to be able to handle 4K resolutions. Gamers are going to get the most powerful graphics processor that's been put into a game console today.
It's going to make developers happy. It's going to make gamers happy because they're going to get a very powerful GPU out of it.
The highest res, the best frame rate, no compromises.
You get 4K gaming, true 4K resolution. I can't wait to see what developers actually do with all that horsepower in the box.
We can render at 60 hertz. We can render fully uncompressed pixels, even more real, more vibrant. It's amazing. And what we're able to do now is bring that to the console player.
My job as a game maker is about immersion. It's about to put you into an experience and let you live that experience. The richer and more accurate those visuals are, the more immersive it is. And if we can get a lot more performance performance, and I mean a lot more. Like with this, we get to much greater and better game experiences as a result.
We're moving Fallout 4 to VR, and to have a console that can support that at the resolution and speed that we really want, I think it's going to be magical.
This console is 100% for you guys. We read the articles, we read the reviews. It's the We Heard You console.
So that doesn't mean that we are leaving the original Xbox One behind. Every single thing that we've done for Xbox One will continue to work.
We add to the capabilities of the Xbox One and the Xbox One family without forcing gamers to abandon all the games in the community that they love so much.
These two systems are part of the same family. The games will work on both. The accessories work on both.
But the box we're building is incredible. It's going to have 8 CPU cores, over 320 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth, 6 teraflops of GPU power. It's a monster.
Project Scorpio will be out holiday 2017. Yes, that was a monster of a machine. Now, let's talk about the Xbox One S that'll be released real soon. And like I said, I was going to go over some of the different elements of this gaming console. Well, it's 4K Ultra HD, high dynamic range, 40% smaller, and up to 2 terabytes of storage, and an IR blaster. So that's one element of this Xbox One S. Also, Microsoft talked about the design labs now your controllers. 8 million ways to make your controller. You can, I don't have an image of it, but you can highlight different colors, over 8 million color combinations, add a laser engraving. So if you want to put on there that Paul whooped me up in some Madden or Battlefront, or any other gaming that I served you well, feel free to do it. Hey, this is the Tech Zone. I'm Paul Amadeus Lane. We just recapped Microsoft's press conference. And what do you think about that Project Scorpio? I mean, that is a monster. And to hear the developers talk about it, it's going to be amazing. Like I said, I liked the Microsoft, press briefing. It was awesome, but it wasn't totally awesome, if that makes sense. Last year, they really just overwhelmed us. It was amazing with the Minecraft and the Oculus, and how they had a demonstration last year of somebody playing with a HoloLens, and you can see it. It was awesome. This time, and last year they had a Forza car coming from the ceiling. They didn't have that this time. All they had was some snowflakes. That's it. But Gears of War, they talked about that there. Halo Wars 2. So other ones too, Battlefield, they talked about. And again, Microsoft is really pushing their Play Anywhere. That means, again, if you have Xbox One and a Windows 10 PC, you and your friends can game together on it. So that's pretty cool too. But when we get back, we'll talk about Sony. And Sony's was just incredible. Maybe you watched it on Twitch, maybe you watched it online, but the way they opened up that press conference, I was like, whoa. Well, this is the Tech Zone. I am Paul Amadeus Lane. Back more after these messages.